We're going live. Well, good afternoon or good evening, depending on which part of the USA you're in. And if you're in Europe, you should be in bed, but thank you if you're not. And if you're in the Pacific Rim, it's Wonderful Wednesday. So I am so blessed. I am Bruce, aka Mr. Simpler, Faster, Better, or the guy in the blue shirt, as some of you know me by. And we are going to have a pumped up Mega C outing in terms of inner and outer health. So I have the Claudia squared with me. They're not very square. Anyway, so I'll go to the right first. Claudia Grace, why don't you introduce yourself, and then we'll come back to Claudia Wyatt, and you can introduce yourself after.
Hey, I'm Claudia Grace. I have been in healthcare for over a decade. I was a consultant, educator, insurance agent, physician's liaison with the top sports medicine orthopedic surgeons in Maryland who treated the professional teams. And I realized there was a correlation between business executives and professional athletes. And I challenge my clients to be the CEO of their lives.
Whoa, I love that. All right. Claudia Wyatt.
Hello, everybody. Well, you know me, I'm the enthusiasm igniter. I have contagious enthusiasm for everyone, which is great. Thank you all for being here. I'm thrilled to be with these lovely people. We are definitely going to talk about wellness tonight. I've been in the wellness industry for over 20 years. So I'm going to work on the outside, and Claudia Grace is going to work on the inside. So the two sides are going to work together. Thank you for coming, everybody. Get ready.
Get ready. And then Brucey's going to be the glue that holds the inside and outside together, or attempt to anyway. So hi, Gracie Ruth. Thanks for joining us. Gracie Ruth is a avid follower and team member with me. So thanks for hopping on board. So, okay. So what's the first big tip about inside health? Let's go straight to the core of it.
Okay, the first big tip is the short version. That is simply eat whole foods. Eat organic foods, put the Twinkies down, put the donuts away, eat your fruits, vegetables, your organic proteins like grass-fed meats, free-range chickens, cage-free eggs, because what the animals eat go inside our bodies. So we want to eat clean, healthy, whole foods that will inspire good health. Okay.
Hey, Philip, I'm talking on the short version. Claudia Wyatt, what about the... Sorry.
Well, powerful. I am mighty. Just so
you are. So talk about first tip on the outside of healthcare. Come on.
Outside of healthcare, you need to moisturize on the outside of your body. Water is key for your body inside, but your skin is the largest organ. And if you don't moisturize from the outside in, it's going to go everywhere else first. Keep your skin hydrated. Keeps it nice and glowy.
And isn't it? So it's the largest organ. How many percentage points of your body is it? I mean, it's a big percentage, right? And it contains a lot of water, right?
You have to remember your skin is your armor, right? Everything that you do, and Claudia's going to talk about inside your body, is going to come through in your heart and your lungs, and your muscles and your joints and everything. But your armor is on the outside, and your skin gets the biggest hit of everything because it's on the outside protecting everything else, keeping that heart protected.
So that's why when I'm in a bad environment, I kind of feel it later on, maybe later on that day, or is that what happens? Because my skin is absorbing maybe some of the toxins and maybe some of the not so good stuff. Is that how it works?
Yes. Exactly. That's where antioxidants come into play. Antioxidants protect your skin against free radicals and pollutants, which actually put your armor up to a stronger level, which is great. And there are foods that are antioxidants too. Are there not, Claudia Grace?
Yes, there are. There are many foods that are antioxidants. We have the longer version, which is G-bombs, your greens. If you have to eat one thing, is get your greens. It reduces 20% risk of chronic diseases like your Brussels sprouts, broccoli, collard greens, mustard seed even. Also G-bombs, beans, onions, berries, and seeds. Try to incorporate all those foods to give you proper antioxidants.
Right. So what happens if you don't like greens, like this blue guy over here on the left or on the right?
No. How
Yeah.
is that possible, Bruce? No greens. Look, there are lots of ways of preparing them. So the old ways, I mean, there's so many bloggers and so many wonderful recipes. What it is trying different ways to prepare different foods, and it will inspire you, not only your health, but hopefully your palate as well. There's just, I bet you if I made it, you would eat it.
All right. Well, you'll have to, I'll take you up on that. You can
I'll send you something.
All right. Yeah. So, so what about supplementation? Who supplements? I do. So, you know, I supplement a lot. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, I try and use bioavailable, supplements, not biodegradable. That wouldn't work, would it?
No.
Yeah. So bioavailability. Go ahead.
Collagen on the inside for sure, keeping everything nice and tight, lifting it up, smoothing it out. That'll help the appearance of your skin as well and keep you youthful. I have collagen every day in my coffee, actually.
I thought that's what you use spandex for.
No, no one uses spandex. That's not a thing. That is not a thing. Not 1980.
Okay. It's a big business, right? That lady that created Lululemon and
Spanx, right?
Spanx. Oh, Spanx. That's right. I'm sorry. See, I get hold of a word and I screw it all up, right? How about that?
No.
You're forgiven.
Huh?
Supplements. Go ahead. Supplements are helpful because, you know, a lot of our foods, because of, you know, our soil is depleted, our foods aren't as rich and healthy because of the overproduction of, you know, depletion, the chemicals in our environment. Therefore, you know, we do need to supplement, you know, to have supplements to aid us in our health, as well as eating, you know, the rich foods like I mentioned. It is good to have supplementation and get recommendations from your doctors as far as knowing what vitamins are essential, like your B vitamins, B12, B6, a lot of emotional issues lately with mental health and chronic stress. There are a lot of supplements that are helpful. You know, if you don't like your greens, you can make a smoothie, Bruce. You know, that might be an alternative. You put some nice vegan protein in there, vanilla or chocolate, to hide the taste of your veggies. So at least you know that you're going to have the right balance in your body, because it is crucial. I was on a food summit, and that's what all the physicians were saying is eat veggies and fruits. Will make a difference in your health. Right.
But my understanding as well, and I'm not skilled like either of you ladies, but the basic Brucey understands that at a certain age, and I'm a little bit more vintage than either of you, at a certain age, your body stops producing some of the naturally available supplements. So that's why I supplement, as I like.
Right.
There's some things for eye health and your internal organ health. So is that still a good thing, or am I out of date in that thinking?
No, you're absolutely right. As we get more seasoned, I don't like to use that other word, things start to slow down, things start to break down. So if you want to keep things looking youthful, stimulate that collagen and elastin production, which over time, as your skin stops renewing itself and it slows down, you're going to need to speed that up a little bit. So that's where that will come into play. Exfoliating, keeping those cells moving, helping stimulate with fibroblasts for the cohesion of your collagen and elastin production. That's going to tone you up too. It's going to help your skin look nice and plump. Hyaluronic. Everybody uses hyaluronic. Hyaluronic's a huge buzzword right now. Hyaluronic's been around for decades. It's a wonderful cover for the skin. But what a lot of people don't realize is hyaluronic is a water binder. So it actually increases by 1 drop. It increases the water in your skin by 1,000 times, which is going to make you look more hydrated. It's going to make you look more fresh and flowy. So if you're in a super dry climate, that's going to be great for you, because when your skin looks tired, you look tired. No one wants to look tired. That's not a thing. When you tell someone, oh, you look tired, why don't you just tell them you look like crap? Because that's basically what you're saying. So
hey, I have days like that, and I have you know, I remember I come from a sisterhood, so I used to have a overflowing dosage of my sisters telling me I look like crap. So I'm good with that, but you know, it's, you know.
I have a thing to say to jump in. We
Sure.
can reverse. Epigenetics is the study of your lifestyle and your environment and how it changes and can affect your genes. And what that means is we can turn our genes on or off. And we can reverse our aging process. And I am witness to that just by the way I've been eating the last couple of years. I just went to an eye doctor, and I need less of an eye prescription due to my health. I mean, he's like, I kept saying my glasses were funny, and I thought I just needed a new pair. And it was really because my eyes have actually, I need less of a prescription for my eyes, which I was really surprised.
So that's the lutein and zeaxanthine, right? Is that
yes,
correct?
definitely.
Did I get that right?
Yes, but basically by eating, in a lot of studies, we have so many more studies for epigenetics, prostate cancer, all the cancers, heart disease, diabetes, by our diet, the commonality of all these chronic diseases are nutrition. Many doctors don't know it. Many doctors don't recommend it. Because they didn't study it in medical school. There's a big push after COVID to have more holistic health. And, you know, it will within 90 days, you can reverse your chronic status in many diseases by your diet. So Bruce, there is hope.
There is hope. So I'm going to hold up my blessed cup. Look, see, I'm blessed. And I'm
you are blessed.
I am. Look, a blue cup as well. How about that? Wow. So thank you for that. All right.
So along with what you're putting on your skin too, because if there's ingredients that are a lot of fillers, there's a lot of faulty ingredients in what you're putting on your skin that eventually will be absorbed into you. That gets absorbed into you. And then what happens is you get inflammation, you get, you know, eczema, you get psoriasis. Those things are stimulated by products that you're putting on your skin that aren't good for you. So be looking for non-toxic things, know the ingredients and what you're using on yourself. Sure.
So Claudia, you've been in the outside health business for 20 years now, right? Almost? So what's your favorite success story? And then if you are watching this live and you want to ask questions, then we will try and look at them in the comments between now that Claudia Grace's eyes are better than mine, and we're good. So she should be able to see the comments much better. So yeah, what's your favorite?
I tend to specialize a lot. I mean, it's a lot. I have lots of favorite things. You know me, I like everything. I deal a lot with families, so I can work on anti-aging with, you know, mom and dad, and then I work on a lot of kids. I work on a lot of acne. Acne is a big one for the skin. You know, it's an emotional as well as a physical thing. Also has a lot to do with what you're putting into your body. So when I can change someone's life and they realize that they come in and they're like, my skin is just horrible and I'm embarrassed and I'm, you know, hiding away from everyone because of it, and they feel like they have to wear 10 tons of makeup, I'm like, I'm going to get you there. We just need, you just need to be patient. You need to do exactly what I tell you, but we're going to get there. And when they get there and their skin is looking great, they're not breaking out anymore, the scarring has been, you know, modified. Sometimes it's not permanent, but modified for sure. There's a light in those people because now they feel like they can be seen again. And that is huge for me.
Right, being seen again. So what's your standout success story? Do you have somebody in mind that obviously you can't say their name, but do you have somebody that really stands out as one of your remarkable turnarounds?
I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and I still actually do work in the room. So a success story can happen actually every day. But I've had a client who's been with me since she was in high school, and you know, she's now since graduated college and gotten married, and hopefully I'm not dating my own age on this, but she was in a situation where there is no way that her skin was going to allow her to be in a public situation without her feeling very uncomfortable, because she just felt everyone is always looking at me, right? Everyone sees it. no one sees these things except for you. But if it's important to you, then let's do something about it and fix it. And there's a lot of things that you can do with treatments, whether it be facials or peels or, you know, microdermabrasion or hydrofacial. All these things are fantastic for the skin that are not harmful, instead of just going to your first resort, which is getting some kind of a prescription that can actually cause a lot of inflammation as well, and then cause other issues with dryness and flakiness and, you know, sun sensitivity and all of those things.
Right.
So there's always another way. And I find that people tend to come to spas and wellness centers as a last resort when you really should start there. You know, sometimes medication does need to happen, but it doesn't need to happen first. So healthy skincare, wash your face.
So I always say, you know, my motto is simpler, faster, better. So always start simpler, always try and start better. And then if it's faster, that's awesome. So Gracie just said she loves smoothies. And so kale, spinach, oh, not for me. Broccoli, no way. So what's your favorite smoothie, Claudia, to help veggie phobic people like me? Is that a word, by the way, veggie phobic?
Veggie phobic. I think that it just depends on each person's palate as to what flavors you like. I mean, you could do, I think, like vanilla, it's easier because that can be affected by, you know, the fruits you put in. If you like berries, if you like pineapple, you could do mangoes, you could do apples and celery and keep it kind of lighter. And then, you know, as it goes, if you put a little bit, you know, more fruit to the veggies, the key is to just, you know, try to do different mixtures based on what you like. There's peanut butter powder is also another healthy option you can add. And you can do peanut butter and bananas. You can add a little bit of cacao in there. I put collagen. I have an epigenetics superfood that's made just for me based off of a test. And it gives me all the things that I'm lacking in. And I feel like that's a big difference. So those kinds of things, and just customizing it to your palate, because I may love it and I like a lot of things, but a lot of people, you know, have different tastes and preferences.
Right. So maybe I should share for people saying, well, why the heck am I veggie phobic, right? Well, I used to go to a state school in a very poor neighborhood. So we used to be literally force fed. So that was the deal. So I got an aversion to, you know, our vegetables were pretty cheap and they were literally force fed. You know, you hold your nose, stick the spoon in your mouth. And so I got a lot of phobias to some basic food through that.
That's sad.
I know it is sad, but it's interesting to, you know, we get phobias sometimes from our past experiences, right? And they're not always remembered either. So it took me a long time to even remember, because you put it out of your mind, right? There's things that are unpleasant, especially because I started going to, you know, that state podunk school when I was like, you know, 5 years old. And and yeah, so we were pretty much we had to stay at school, we had to eat the school lunch, and if you didn't eat it, you were forced to eat it. And that was part of the old-fashioned way of education. So
that's, you know, that was a coping mechanism. That's terrible. And that, you know, that makes sense why, I mean, you would be, you know, not want to try it. It brings back painful memories. But, you know, as far as, you know, like I work with clients in that regard, as far as, you know, associating how you feel with certain things and trying to reframe those, you know, because the health benefits outweigh that, but slowly just trying, because, you know, now you're an adult and you have, you know, the control of choosing what you like and choosing the quantity. So it's not like you're going to have to eat a certain amount. You're going to taste it based on, you know, how it's prepared, and you get to prepare it with love and TLC. And so you're going to have a different experience because you're an adult and you know, you can overcome those, you know, feelings and feel healthy in the food.
Well, you made a big assumption there that I'm an adult, as Claudia Wyatt. Well, no. I am not an adult.
Not an adult at all. Not an adult at all.
Absolutely not. No. silly little boy. Hey, but I try and have fun. No, I do try and have fun through that boyhood when he's allowed to come out, because I have to pretend like I'm an adult most of 8 to 12 hours a day, and often what I do. So my LinkedIn live times are when I can be a little boy and have fun with my beautiful sisters like you, ladies. See, my sisterhood, my C squared, right? All right. So again, if you're watching this live, you have questions for either Claudia's. Go ahead, be brave. I'm pretty brave interviewing them both at the same time. So if I can do it. Well, there's a lot of energy flowing through the screen here. I can kind of feel it.
Yeah.
So hopefully the rest of the people watching, and definitely people on replay, are going to feel the energy and love it and ask questions after. So yeah, don't be shy, ask questions, or people can direct message you afterwards, right? If they're very shy. So,
yes,
absolutely.
So
what are you seeing? So are there any new trends that you're seeing out there, either for outside health or inside health? What about you, Claudia, Wyatt, on the outside health?
Well, as far as trends, I think it's just people are actually really very face focused right now, especially out of all this time with everybody doing Zoom and, not wearing pants or whatever you're doing, you're face focused. So what you want to do with that is pay attention to what you're putting on your skin, how it looks, and you can do things that are softer. I know for me, I had to really figure out this whole lighting thing. That wasn't something I was really good at. So I was like, okay, why is this washing me out so much? I'm not pale. So what do? A little bronzer. Put that on, and suddenly, oh, it's fantastic. So I would say more people are just focused. We were so below the mask for a while and hiding what was going on underneath our skin. The mask had not been great for a lot of people. There was a lot of irritation. There was a lot of breakouts, but they were really focusing on the upper. So focusing on those eyebrows, focusing on those eyes, and making them sparkle and light up has been key. But now, see, you're on Zoom, so you want to show everybody your face, right? So smile.
Yeah, absolutely. That's smile. Well, also, you're very face focused. You actually repainted your room, right? You did.
You like it?
Yes, you did. That was your secret. How about that?
I did it myself, and I did not want to do it, but I did it anyway.
But hey,
it was good. It's better for my skin. Your color really does affect what your skin looks like too. So know your colors. Know what looks good on you. That is a thing.
All right. So Gracie just asked so take a look at what Gracie just said. So she said, every day I drink a smoothie with spinach, banana, cherry. Oh my goodness. Gracie, really? You put all that in? Wow. And superfoods.
Wow, that's a lot.
That is good for you, Gracie. See, Gracie glows pretty good on camera.
Yeah,
so must be right. So, how about on the inside health?
On the inside, the trend is immune health after COVID. How to protect your immune health and holistic health. I think people are ready to listen. To get healthy. There is a lot of comorbidity, a lot of diseases. Many Americans have 2 or more chronic diseases. Mm-hmm. So we want to protect and strengthen our immune health by eating whole foods, eating clean, getting rid of bad carbs, the bakery goods, donuts, cookies, white flour, white bread. I know. You know what? Sugar is, it's just not really healthy, but, natural sugar, it's not to not eat it ever, but it's to really watch it, because that is one of the common links amongst all the diseases that really, really affects Americans. And sugar addiction is really, much more difficult to overcome, because it's in everything. It's even in things that we don't even like tomato sauce and barbecue and ketchup and things that people take for granted. It's in there. So really, it's read your labels. You want whole natural foods, less preservatives because they're harmful to our bodies. Immune health, zinc. Make sure you have your zinc. vitamin D, your B vitamins to help your immune health as well.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I think I've told this story before, but if people aren't sure about how bad white sugar is, if you ever get a chance to go tour a fracking plant for sugar from sugar beet or from cane into white sugar, you should go, because you'll never eat white sugar thereafter, because they fill it with so much chemistry and so much junk. And if you can't give up sugar like me, I've tried, I'm just not the same guy with, you know, I'm definitely the guy without a blue shirt when I don't take sugar. So but what I have found is Trader Joe's and I think Whole Foods, they do a really nice, fairly affordable turbinacol sugar, which is actually really pure cane sugar. So it comes in different colors based on the crop of cane that they're using. And so if you can't give it up, then that's what I've gone for. And I find that I only need about a quarter of what I used to. So
good,
because white sugar is, you know, it's just a chemical factory with a lot of titanium dioxide in it and all sorts of other stuff. So you don't need as much when you go to a real pure, unchemically processed sugar. So that's my little tip. So I've tried to give up sugar, but I am just dead. I'm like, I am like flat. I am
well,
like.
There are other foods that can inspire energy. Bruce, you might be needing to PM me. DM me.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I have to.
It's not my licorice. Oh, I love licorice as well.
Okay, so it's not about, everyone always thinks they're gonna not be able to have anything. It's about living life. You know, life is 80-20, eat healthy 80% of the time. It's not about never having it, but it's about finding other foods that your body will benefit from. You'll still get the energy that you need, but it's not the you know, maybe that roller coaster of the blood sugar. You know, you go up and then you crash, and then you have coffee and then you go up. And it's this, you know, fatigue. It's this roller coaster of not ever really feeling level. I teach my clients to feel level. And I have a really exciting success story. Someone lost 40 pounds in my 90-day evolution program.
Whoa,
never lost more than 10 pounds in his life since he was 16. He's dropped 3 pant sizes, and he's never ever changed his habits. My main joy was that I never told him he had to do one thing. I recommended suggestions, and he was able to realize that if he didn't align his mindset with his goals and his actions, then then what is he doing with me, right? So he finally changed his actions. He never exercised in his life. He started walking 10,000 steps a day. And he said to me, I'm not going to the gym. I said, don't go to the gym, but eat healthy. And so there was like this kind of barter. And to this day, he couldn't believe that he finally obtained his goal, and now he set new ones to break the ones that we did in 3 months.
Awesome.
So it's very exciting.
Maybe Claudia, Wyatt, you need to find me a brain surgeon. Maybe I need brain surgery today.
I know a lot of surgeons.
No, I'm just being a fool.
It's all about the mindset. If you really wanted to do it, you could do it.
So that is true. So talking of mindset, I did make a big shift this week. They reopened our swimming pool, and I've been swimming and exercising in the pool twice in the last 3 days. So
wow,
I'm going to do
that.
Yeah. So I signed up to do my thinking in the pool instead of doing my thinking elsewhere. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I agree. It's about the choices, and I'm choosing that I'm going to do some of my strategy, mindless evolutionary thinking in the swimming pool instead of doing it sitting in the backyard or whatever.
Good. You change your mind, Bruce. Change your life. Change your mind, change your life.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I will. No, I will. I know you guys are going to hold me accountable. So
yeah. Have a donut.
Pardon? I didn't hear you. Okay.
No donuts. No.
Don't have the donut. All right. Well, I'll bread as well. So, all right. Well, cool. What did Gracie say? I need to try to drink my smoothie. Oh, really, Gracie? I'm not sure. Maybe the next time I see you, since we're back to seeing people in person. So, so talk about outside health. I don't know about you ladies, but I actually got to do a networking meeting and a one-on-one coaching session in person this weekend. And that was like, oh my word, this is like, talk about feeling alive and healthy again. So, so what are your thoughts about that?
Being with people in person is huge. It just changes everything. You get that feedback of that energy from them. You just feel like you can really help them. It's just, you just love it. You just love everyone. You love to be with them.
I know. I'm tired of dancing on my Zoom calls. I'm like, yay! I'm celebrating.
Oh, so that's right. You said we were going to dance off of here, right?
Yeah. There's nothing like the energy of the human contact, the presence of a person, the things that you can't feel when you're in a Zoom, you know, the elements that you can't describe that are felt with a person, person to person contact. There is nothing like that. And I do, like Claudia #1, I feel the same way. Claudia,
that's Claudia
SA means.
That's Claudia SA.
Okay, Bruce.
Okay. See, if we were in person, we would be able to know, you know, where are we on the.
I'm the shortest one. Okay.
All right. I just love it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. You might be short, but you've got the biggest personality. That is true.
That is for sure.
That is for sure. All right. Okay. Well, we're kind of a little bit over. So, are we going to dance our way off?
Sure,
we can.
We can. Oh, well, you know, why not? Maybe. Anyway, if you're watching this as a replay, yeah, well, all right, keep going, ladies. So as you're watching this as a replay, if you have a question, you can put it in the comments and we will DM you back, right? I can't rap. So anyway, so yeah, so Claudia, Grace is, you're going to dance away in Florida, right?
No, I'm not there right now. I'm in Maryland, but I was talking about when I was visiting there a couple weeks ago. So,
all right. So what would you dance away in Maryland? What would be your favorite dance?
Oh my gosh, in Maryland? I mean, Maryland, we don't have, I don't know. There's no
to do with where you are.
I mean, I'm Española, so.
There we go. All right. Okay, so Claudia over there in Iowa, come on. What's your dance away?
I mean, I don't think it's an Iowa dance per se. But, I mean, if you put a feet on, I'll get down. I don't care what it is. So
you don't care? Oh my goodness! All right. Okay. So mine would be because
when are you coming to Maryland, Claudia Wyatt?
Right. Mine would be Thriller because it's been such a thrill having you as my guest. That's right. Okay. So. Thank you so much. If you want to hang on, thanks everybody for hanging with us and having a wonderful vitamin C charged conversation about health on the inside to out. And if you want to get hold of either Claudia's, you can direct message them or you can message me and I will introduce you if you're not connected to them, whatever you want to do. All right. So. Terrific Tuesday, everybody. Hang on, ladies. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.